Pull up with your morning coffee. It's Banter session time. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Monday. I hope everyone had an amazing weekend. We are here, 808 Banter session going down. Catch ups. How was the weekend? A few random questions, a quote of the day. Pull up with your good vibes. We are here to share them with you. Good morning, big bro. How are we?
Yeah, good, thank you. It's been a tough morning. I'm watching my team lose, so it's been a tough morning for me.
Emotionally tough when the
Yeah, I
team
was
is
just like,
not on this morning.
I
Are
was
you
just
just
like,
taking the
come.
loss as what it is? Because it's
Oh
just
man, well, we started off with a hiss and a roar with 3-0 at the start of the year, and now we might go down to 3-2. I'm just having a look at the score at the moment. It is still 17-6 to Pittsburgh in the
yeah.
third quarter, and
Is
I'm not
Pittsburgh a
happy.
good team?
Yeah, relatively. They've Ben Roethlisberger, who's their quarterback, has been their quarterback, I think, since 2005 or 2006.
Right.
Might even been earlier. He's been around for a long time. He's won them 2 Super Bowls. They generally get to the postseason more times than not. So they're not a bad squad. They've lost a few players, but they lost their first 3 games, and now they're about to beat us.
Yeah, okay, and that's just how it rolls, right? That's how the cookie crumbles. That's okay. You can take a loss. They might come back next week. Are the games harder or easier? What have you got
They
lined up
get
for it?
no. We got a really tough stretch coming up, so we can't afford to lose too many games because the next little bit's going to be really tough. And my Broncos are like the Warriors.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's how I would rate them. Like
It
they
sounds
have
like a
so
similar
much promise at the
story.
start, so much promise at the start of the year, and then when it comes to playing the big teams, we just suck. So
Oh, that's unfortunate.
yeah, not too bad. Though
That is
Tom Brady's
unfortunate.
playing really well. I'm watching
Is
the
he?
Tampa Bay Miami game, and he threw an 80-yard touchdown before.
He's a goat, hey.
Yeah. Oh no, it's now 24-6 to Pittsburgh. They've just scored.
Oh no. Maybe just
Yeah.
turn it off. Maybe you just don't want to deal with that stress
Yeah,
right now.
yeah. You'll see my energy drop halfway through the band. I'll just be like, yeah.
My team's gone down.
Yeah.
No. But let us know who's on this morning. Love to see you all. Hope the coffee is tasting extra good this morning. I don't know what week we're in. I don't know what day it is.
It's the
But
Twilight Zone.
yeah, we all I know is it's getting closer to Christmas, summer, um, uh, and yeah, I'm just. What day is it? What week is it? What are we doing?
Chuck will
And
know.
yeah, actually, she will. Morning, Doc, from the UK today. Hope you're well, Doc. Morning, Kenny. Hey, Kenny, I saw those fish, eh? Wouldn't want a couple of fillets in the mailbox. Saw you, Mr. Jensen, getting it on, which
Yeah,
is
well, Ben
awesome.
would have caught them all. She would have just sat there.
Oh, now you're just starting a fight.
She would have sat there. Ben would have done the work. Ben and her dad would have done all the work.
Nah, that looked like a mean day out on the water, getting a kite for the fam. How was your weekend, bro?
It was good. It was. I can't remember what I did on Saturday, but I know I did stuff on Saturday. But yesterday was pretty cool. Took the boys scootering down along the waterfront.
Yeah.
And there was a few occasions where I was like, "Don't fall in the water," and so that was cool. It was really windy though, but it was nice just to get out for a few hours and muck around. And I took Stella the Long Bay. That was pretty cool on Saturday.
Yeah.
And then I had a spike ball session with the boys on Saturday afternoon. So, which was awesome.
I feel like that spike balls at after I saw that post also was like, we need to get one of those. That's going to be
We got one.
entertainment for the summer if we're going to be in this situation that we're in. Jesus.
Yeah, we got a spike ball upstairs at the gym.
Yeah. So is it like a handball, but
yeah, it's like handball meets volleyball kind of thing, right? So you got like a little tramp, 2-on-2, and basically it's like, so the idea is to spike the ball into the net and to score a point. And it's like volleyball. It's like you tap it to each other to create a spike, and it's a 360-degree circle.
So
you can spike it anywhere.
can you so how many touches do you get? 3?
3.
So it is like
Yeah.
volleyball rules,
Yeah.
but just
Volleyball
not the
rules.
sport. Yeah.
But you score regardless of if you serve or not serve. So even if you're not serving and you get a point, that's your point.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, you know, some places, like if it's not your serve, but you score a point, you don't actually get a point. You just get the serve back to try and get a point. That's not
Okay, I get
in
you.
spike ball. It's and it got hyper competitive. You could
Who won?
imagine us, the young boys, Levi and Jamie, against the oldies. We won the first set and got all high and mighty, and then lost the last. Like the trash talk was real.
Oh, I can only imagine. It sounded like an entertaining boys' afternoon, really.
Yeah. We played. So you know that frisbee game where they've got those kind of like those chain posts, and you fire the frisbee. Well, we came up with a different one. It was like a force back game. So at Hobsonville Point, they've got them everywhere, right? Hobsonville Point School. And so what we did, we had like the AFL balls. And so what we teed off, so you had to kick, and your mate had to catch it on the full, and that was one stroke, like in golf.
Yeah.
And then we did that continuously, and you had to hit the chain at the end to win the hole. But if you dropped the ball, you lost 3 shots. So and we were playing that as well. So we played that, and that got really competitive because the ball would swirl around the wind. There were some epic catches, and there was some trash talking going on there as well. So that was pretty cool.
Oh, I would have loved to be like a person in the neighborhood walking past, like, what are they yelling at?
Yeah, it got really animated. It got super loud.
That is hilarious. Oh, what was I going to say? It sounded like, because I've just finished watching Squid Games, right? And it just sounds like those are the types of games that you would create for something like that. Like, imagine a spike ball on Squid Games, like.
Yeah, and every time you lost, you got shot. Yeah.
Have you seen Squid Games yet?
No, I haven't. I haven't seen Squid Games yet.
But you've seen all the theories for it, though, right?
I've seen all the theories. I basically know what happens because I've seen all the theory videos that have come out. So, but yeah, I'll definitely watch it.
I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I also want to know everyone that's seen it, because it's like goes back to like traditional games. So it's like whatever they used to play as kid. Marbles was one. I thought the marbles one was really good. But let me know.
There's tug of war.
Yeah, there was tug of war also. But I want to know. I've seen it. I've seen a few TikToks going around, but I want to know what everyone's childhood Squid Games would be. So, like for me, I saw Bull Rush.
Oh yeah,
that's like a classic kids, like you used to play that at intermediate. Marbles would be one. Marbles was the only one that I saw that I was like, yeah, that's one that I can remember as a kid. But let me know in the comments of any other ones that you can think of that you used to play, like Stuck in the Mud.
Bones?
Yeah, Knuckle Bones would be a classic because of all the levels and stages that you've got to go through.
Yeah, Knuckle Bones. And I remember they used to, because you used to get, when you bought the Knuckle Bones, you used to get the sheet which had all the different, 1 to 4, 1 to 4, 1 to 5, something, and then it was through the gate, and then there was one through the fingers, and then up. So you had the, and you look like you're doing, I don't know, something.
Oh man, I honestly reckon that like things like Knuckle Bones made my like hand-eye coordination better, like because we used to play it all the time. But yeah, let me know of any others that you can think of that remind you of a kid that would be considered in the Squid Game.
Tag or Tiggy?
I thoroughly enjoyed it. What?
Like tag with the ball. Remember, you used to
ball tag,
tennis ball tag. Yeah, that.
Yeah, or Brandy. Brandy was the worst. Imagine a
Brandy,
go home, stay home. Go home, stay home. Handball would be classic. Like 4 square handball.
Right.
Yeah, but how would you do that in rounds? But yeah, Knuckle Bones is a classic. Just my thoughts anyway.
Remember pickup sticks?
Oh, that'd be a classic. Heads down, thumbs up. you need to remind me how that used to be played.
I've never heard of that. Is that
It
showing
was a
my
game.
age? It must be
It
showing
was a
my
game
age.
you played in primary. But I reckon, yeah, if there was an NZ version, ooh, gutter ball.
What's
This
gutter
is
ball?
actually making a comeback, gutter ball. Did you used to play gutter ball?
I don't even know what that is.
It's like when there was like you would get 2 pieces of wood and you would make a board like that, right? And then one person would stand on each side, and then you've got to throw 5 or like whatever the number was, or it was like 1, 2, 3 or something, and you got to throw it 3 times, and you got to catch it, and then you got to step back, and then when you miss it,
right.
the next person's turn.
Right.
Yeah. See, again,
Red
more
Rover.
hand-eye coordination skills for little kids.
I don't
Red
even know
Rover.
what the hell is
What's
Red
Red
Rover.
Rover? Nah,
Never heard
neither.
of it.
Neither.
Never heard of it.
But
I tell you
just
what, though,
yeah.
this probably goes really nicely into what I want to talk about today.
Yeah, go on.
Which was old wives' tales.
Old
Right, I want
wives'
to know:
tales.
is it still like? Do you still have to separate whites and colors in the washing?
Yeah.
Why?
Because the colors will run into my whites.
But that was back in the day when they didn't have the dyes in that properly set. Now I've never known colors to run in the wash. I've washed my
Right.
white so often with my colors, and it's never run.
Do you?
Yep, 100%. So tell me, so give me a, and they'll give me some mums out here about to go all out assault on me on this. I believe it's bullshit now. I believe it's some conspiracy theory
Yeah.
that people want to have the whites and the colors separated. A la apartheid. No, I wash colors and whites together.
Oh, but like Channel just said, because if you wash a red jumper with white, it will go pink.
Okay, I will give on some occasions, like say if a jumper, like a woolen jumper or something, you will obviously wash that separately.
Yeah.
But like I wash this with my white sheets, and my white sheets are still white.
Okay. Maybe different cotton, but
Yeah,
clothes.
see, that's what I'm saying. Like I'm just thinking that it's just, but it made me think: what are other old wives' tales that are all cuckabout?
Yeah. Let us know. Old wives' tales, like, oh, I'm trying to think of one right now. And why is it called Old Wives' Tales?
Yeah, I don't know, but there's just like there must be old wives' tales that are just so full of crap.
See,
But we live by them.
Yeah. Wow, I'm surprised no washing machine has even marketed that your clothes will stay the same color. On the court at school, and the name was Tupperware. I have no idea, Chuck. Carrots make you see better. What about the kakamo? Dad sound like don't take banana fishing.
That's true. Carrots make you see better. I don't think that does. What's the other one?
Crust give you curly hair. Eat your crust, they'll give you.
Crust will give you curly hair.
Yeah, something like that.
Or is it if you eat pineapple, make your wee stink?
Something like that. This one's a classic. If you pull a face in the wind, it will change. That one I remember specifically because I used to be like little Suki Malala, and I couldn't get my way, and I'd be like, huh. And then I'd hear my mum be like, "Better change your face because if the wind changes, it'll be stuck like that. Can't sit too close to the TV, your eyes will go cross-eyed, or you'll get square eyes."
Yeah.
If
wet hair, you'll get sick.
See, for me, is if you go to sleep with wet hair, you'll get sick. Oh man, so many old wives' tales. Someone tell me why it's called Old Wives' Tales.
Yeah.
Maybe it was like the old lady on the porch going, "You shouldn't look at the TV too close; you'll get square eyes."
I remember my grandmother used to always. So when we used to have a cold or the flu, she used to boil Coke and ginger and then we would drink that, and that was her go-to. So she'd get like a 1.5, pour it into a thing, and then get cloves of ginger,
Yeah.
right, and then put that in, and then basically on a low heat would let it just slowly cook. I don't know for how long until it was hot, and then we would drink it because the Coke would kind of lose all its fizz, and so it'd be like a really sweet
syrupy
drink with the ginger. I don't know if it ever worked, but she swore by it.
For me, when I was ever sick, it was a flat Sprite that would give you that would take your tummy bug away or something but I don't know if that was true. Yeah, it helped, but I don't know if that was just like the placebo effect in my mind going, this is going to work. Or if you grow a plum tree, if you cut your hair, grow back faster. Bro, does it work?
Wow, I think it does, doesn't it? Well, not me. Mine doesn't, but everyone else seems to. I mean, yeah, look at lockdown here.
Grow a plum. If you swallow a watermelon pit, the watermelon will grow on your tummy. To chuck Vicks on it. Got a cold, get the Vicks. Got a sore leg, get the Vicks. Actual though.
Yeah.
That's totally relatable. Oh my god. Just in case everyone. You need to remind me of that game, Chuck.
Yeah, I've never heard of it.
Oh, I think we've just figured out why it's called Old Wives' Tales. It's because our wives are old and talk too much. I feel like they would have been like hanging their washing and being like, you can't mix the colors.
Yeah. It was just, I was just thinking this morning, like, man, I'm sure that there's some just bollock stuff out there at the moment. And yeah, that's what I've got. Yeah, I kind of got on a train about it yesterday. So
classic that everyone's on the board of that. Any hacks though that Old Wives' Tales hacks? Let us know in the comments.
Well, I was always told that before dishwashers, right? When back in our day, when we used to have to wash dishes, right? The way that I was always taught to wash dishes is that you fill the sink, right, with soapy hot water.
Here we go.
And then you put your cutlery in there so it soaks.
Yeah.
Right. And then you wash your cups first.
Yeah.
That goes over. And then you wash the plates.
Yeah.
Then the cutlery, and then all the saucepans and stuff. That gets done separate. And it was either you empty the water and put fresh water in there, so you had that, or you use the same stuff. So that's how I always washed dishes back in the day. And I still do it, actually, to be honest. I actually much prefer washing dishes than to put them in the dishwasher.
Yeah, to be fair, when you just were doing your breakdown of how you do it, I think I do it pretty much exactly the same. The cutlery have to soak. Then do the cups and then the plates and then the pots and the pans. What's your least favorite thing to wash?
Big trays that you put it in the oven for like roast vegetables and shit, because it never ever fits in the sink. And it makes the water just god awful yuck. So I hate that. And wine glasses. Because you can never get the brush in there. You got to have a special brush. You can't put the normal one in. You got to break it. That's the other one I don't like.
We're out washing dishes. There's a technique, definitely a technique to it. Wash your glasses first when the water's the cleanest.
Yeah.
See, that's for me. I'm like, isn't the water then dirty the whole time?
Yeah, but it's like bath water, right? So, why would you sit in it? Like, people go, oh, yuck, bath water, it's disgusting. You're sitting in it, and then you're basically sitting in dirty water the whole time.
Oh, yeah, look, Feast just said, yes, Moana, the trays from the oven need to be washed. That's from last night's dinner that I was like, I'm on dishes. I'll do them in the morning. Busted! As when it goes, bro, the spoon thing gets me every time. You know when, especially like the, just say you're filling, I like to fill up the sink and then I've got all my cutlery already in there. And then I'll go turn my tap on, and where the direction of where the water is, there's a spoon underneath, and it's just like.
Yeah. and especially if it hits a ladle.
Yeah. Oh man, no good, no good at all. I don't mind. I don't mind doing the dishes though.
Yeah, I much prefer doing the dishes. I mean, like the worst thing is that when I have to open up, and you open up the dishwasher and it's like, can I fit one more thing in? No, just fucking put the thing on. No, it's not full yet. It's not full yet. No, it's full. No. We can you haven't stacked it right. No, what do you mean we haven't stacked it right? There's nothing else you can fit in. I couldn't even fit in a button. That's how fucking packed it is. Nope. Another day.
Just rinse it off. Oh, that's it.
Lord,
What are your thoughts on?
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on like? Are you a person that will rinse your dishes and then put it in the dishwasher, or are you just like empty the scraps and then put it in?
Nah, I do rinse.
See,
So I
is
don't
that
trust the dishwasher.
what's the point in the dishwasher then?
Exactly right. That's what I do rinse because I'm like I just don't trust the dishwasher. They say there's bollocks that it'll get you the dishes 10 times cleaner, and then you pull it out and it's like a letdown. Well, I might as well wash the dish in the first place. So there you go.
I honestly am giggles after. I love that this banter session is about us washing dishes. Jesus, this is good. This is great. Anything else do we want to touch on while we're in the kitchen? Would you rather wash or dry?
Well, we used to always have fights. So the three cousins, me, Aisha, and Travis, it would always be like, right, guys are on dishes. The first one that we'd always want to be is put away.
Yeah, easiest.
Because that was super easy, right? You just had to wait for the person who washed and dried the dish. And then washing was the second, and then drying was the third. So I much preferred washing than drying.
Yeah, I would probably wash too, because then you're done first.
And it's quicker. Drying is so much harder because you got to dry it. And my auntie had this habit that one tea towel for the whole thing, but with our big family, you'd get soaked, and so you're basically trying to dry with a damp to wet tea towel. But you wouldn't have to get another one because our washing machine back then remember those old tub washing machines, and they had the rolling thing at the top, so you'd wash. And then once you finish, you then had to take it and roll it through the top. Remember those things?
No, I wasn't even born then.
So we had one of those. So I can't remember what they were called, but you'd have to open up your clothing, and then you turn the machine on. I think it was like with a button or like a foot pedal, and it'd go, and then you would feed your clothes through, and it would wring out your clothes, and then you put it in the washing basket. So the story reason for that story is because I always hated having to dry with one tea towel. I always like to dry with 2 or 3 tea towels to keep it nice and dry so I could do it. But then I got told off because it created too much washing.
And because that's what they would have had to do, was put it through that thing to wring it out. I think I've seen one of those. I don't think I've ever used one.
I'll have to post it up, but it was epic. And and so the cousins and I used to always try and put our hands through and see how far we could put our arm in before it would crush our arm.
Would it hurt?
Yeah. But they had a mechanism that if it was too big, it would actually pop open. So to see how long we could take your arm till you pop open. But yeah, those are the fun and games we had.
The evolution of washing machines, eh? Can't do colours and whites together. Got to ring it through. Now you got a little box thing that just does it all for you.
Yeah, and I much prefer hanging out washing. I'm lazy sometimes and I'll put it in the dryer, but I much prefer hanging out washing.
Yeah. I think it's like therapy for me.
Yeah.
Don't mind.
And satisfying.
Yeah, it is definitely satisfying. Anyways, any updates on what's been happening with the gym, bro?
So well done to Jamie Thomas for his epic selfie of him curled up in the fetal position. So he won the 12-pack of Killcliff. This week, it is give us your best representation of the food pyramid in a meal and being a chance to win a $100 countdown voucher.
Ooh. Okay, so give me an example. So, do I have to do my plate and then show you what I've got from the food pyramid?
Yeah. See if you can get it all in a meal, and it was just to see what you guys can come up with. And it is a $100 voucher at Countdown. So we know that some people are doing it pretty tough. So $100 from us at Countdown, right down your belly.
That'll do ya.
Yeah, drawn this
Oh,
Saturday.
I feel like my roast dinner last night had everything in the food pyramid that would have just like won me that.
No, it doesn't need to look like a pyramid, but it would have the elements of the pyramid. And if you were to make it look like a pyramid, it would probably get you better brownie points.
Oh, nice. I can't wait to
Yeah.
see all these food pyramids.
Yep.
And what's the go? So outdoor trainings.
Yeah.
Um,
Outdoor trainings. It is already booked out tonight.
yeah,
It booked out. I think weekends were all booked out as well.
yeah,
So this week, obviously, apart from if things change at 1 o'clock today, four
yeah,
o'clock, I think 4 o'clock is an announcement. So
yeah.
that might change how things. So at this stage, it will be business as usual, a la what happened from last week. Though what we're thinking about is Saturday and Sunday, we might make it barbell orientated.
Oh, cool.
So
Cool.
we'll have a look. We're going to have a bit of a play. We're still getting a feeling around how we're going to run this. We're trying to get big 1 square meter mats for the gym.
Yeah,
They're just rare as hen's teeth out for
yeah,
outside the gym. Our little tiles probably aren't the best option outside. So we're
yeah.
going to try and get you guys the big square ones as well. Just so it's a bit nicer to do things like sit-ups and burpees and, all those sort of ground-based movements.
Yeah.
So that's our goal.
Exciting. And all the classes are so you've still got Zoom and then you've got the 2 night
Mm.
classes that are in person, right?
Yeah, and we as unfortunately have to cancel mobility
Okay.
until we can find a better spot for it. Solely for the
Right.
fact that by the time we clean up and get everything inside, it's about 7:15. So
Yeah.
it's just not a feasible option for us
Yeah.
to be able to do. However, we might look at. I'll talk to the coaches over the next few days. We might look at bringing in a different time. So
Yeah.
uh,
Awesome.
we do
Definitely
want
bring
to
in
do
a
it.
different time. I know there's a few people that would be
Yeah.
keen and love a
Yeah.
good mobility session and that have benefited from the last like 8 or 9 weeks.
Yeah, since I
Yeah,
didn't, and
me.
I've definitely
Yeah.
noticed not being able to do it as
Yeah.
frequently,
Yeah.
at night before going to bed. So I will be looking at trying to bring it back.
Yeah. I was gonna say what time of the day?
Oh yeah, so it's 24 hours before the class starts. So it's exactly one day, so 24 hours. So if you want to book it in for the 5 p.m. class the next day, it is from 5 p.m. the day before.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's mean. And can you just let
Yeah.
us know if there is any spots left, and then on your
Yeah,
socials?
yeah. So I check every morning and I check
Yeah,
at night. So just before I go to bed, I check, and like last night, I think there was 3 or 4 spots left for the 6 p.m. and there
yeah,
was one spot left for the 5 p.m. And then when
yeah,
I got up this morning, it was all gone and the wait list
yeah.
was on. So
Nah, mean. Awesome. I was gonna say quick predictions on today. Up, down, all the same.
oh, don't know. I don't know.
Let me look into my
I
glass
would,
of coffee.
yeah. Hang on.
I'm
The wind is saying
thinking.
this. I would say that they would be hesitant on moving back, but
Yeah,
there might be further tightening up of stuff at the current level.
yeah,
I
no,
don't think
because
we would go. I don't think we'd go to the next stage, which
I
sucks
honestly
because I
feel like
love my.
though everyone needed to see their friends or their family
Yeah.
just this weekend gone. I personally feel like it was it was the cup filler that everyone needed after the 8 weeks of being so strict.
Oh,
So I feel like it's going
handy.
to be hard to go back to that because just giving us a tease like that, like you're just going to make people angry.
Yeah, I tell you, when I was at Browns Bay with the kids at like 1 o'clock on Saturday, it was like midsummer.
Oh,
It was stupid busy. Just at it, just even if it wasn't COVID and you just went down there, I was just like, holy shit!
yeah.
Like I couldn't even get a park.
My crystal ball is I don't think anything will change. It'll still be how it is. But yeah, everyone just needs to get their A into G.
Yeah.
The
Um. Yeah. Sorry, Garner. Yes, we are going to bring boxing back, but it won't be until the new year, solely for the fact that us coaches have to. Uh, we have to go back through all of our stuff again and reteach us how to teach boxing because it's quite difficult. So we are going to go away and do some stuff first before we bring it back. We are going to bring it back, but it won't be until next year.
yeah. I was there at the same time. Oliver. Man, yesterday, yeah, I just couldn't get over how many people were at the beaches. Like crazy busy, even in the rain. I was like, wow, everyone's pretty desperate. But anyways, I'm going to round us up for quote of the day for Monday's banter session. And it's a goodie one for us to start the day. 277. Getting what you want and avoiding what you don't want is not happiness. It's self-survival. And us for today, Banter fam. Thank you for joining us this morning. I hope everyone has a good day. I think we are back with Coach's Corner tomorrow with Coach Kenny. So make sure you pull up your coffee then. I know that the boys are going to be having a good yarn. Any specific chats for tomorrow or?
Now I can't remember what we discussed that we're going to do, but I'll have a think about it. Send some stuff to Kenny and you. But it'll be if you got any ideas, team, just let us know. Send us a message to the Breakfast Banter, and we can kind of flesh out some ideas. I think we're going to talk a little bit around ollie lifting and stuff around our thoughts around that, and then and go from there.
Yeah, no, awesome. That sounds good. So, yeah, pull up with your morning coffee tomorrow. Banter session's going down with the Coach's Corner, and we'll be here to start your day. But that's me, day 41 for us on the 75 Hard. Stay on the grind, team. Be kind to yourself, and we will see you tomorrow.